Guys, let me just go ahead and restate this right now for you guys because I love my audience. I like taking care of you guys, and I want you to just be careful, okay? Because this next week's going to be a little crazy, all right? So I want you guys to keep that in mind when you go on social media. Because if something gets spoiled, I hate to say it, but it's your fault, it's my fault. Because I'm going to be careful. I'm still going to probably click on social media and see stuff. But I'm just going to be a little bit more vigilant about what I look at. If I see something that says #HalloweenEnds, I'm probably going to look away. Unless it's like, okay, the trailer's out. I'm sure I'm going to find that out really quick. But I'm talking about you guys. Just ignore me. What I'm talking about is I want you guys to just be very careful when you go on social media over the next week. If you don't want to know anything, all right? If you're the type of person that likes spoilers and you don't care, have at it. Have fun. Why we might be in trouble. 5 reasons why we might be in trouble with this movie. Now, with each of these points, that doesn't mean we're in trouble. It could be a good thing. It could be a good thing, like that first thing that I'm going to talk about. It could totally be an awesome thing, but it could be a bad thing. It could be in trouble. Critical Overlord shared this. Halloween Ends. This is official distributor. The trailer is 1 minute 16 seconds long. Yeah, real deal. Okay, it's already ready. It's coming. It's coming. I did see somebody saying 1 minute. Oh, that sucks. We're not going to get anything. Let me tell you something right now, guys. You can get a lot of information inside of 1 minute 16 seconds. Am I right on that, guys? I'm serious. You can get a lot of information inside of 1 minute 16 seconds. It all depends on how it's edited. It all depends on how it's edited, It could be one of those where the camera just stays on an image and you hear a voiceover for like 50 seconds and then they show you some quick shots. I hope it's not that. Trailers are a touchy thing because, like, let me ask you guys, because I like getting you guys involved. What do you, and this is a broad question, okay? So think about this. What do you want out of that 1 minute 16 seconds? What do you want out of that 1 minute 16 seconds? Do you want a lot of information? Or do you want do you want that voiceover and just, maybe the camera slowly coming back and it's Myers? Do you want to see Michael Myers? Or do you want that trailer to not have Michael Myers? Maybe just some breathing or something like that. What do you want? I'm being Ryan Gosling right now. What do you want? Tell me, okay? I'm curious to see what you guys want. Or do you want no trailer at all? I think I want just a combination of all those things that you guys just told me. I don't want to be spoiled. I really don't want to see anything. Maybe one image of the last act, but I don't want to know that it's from the last act. I would like to see Myers. Just a little, just a taste, just a tip, just a taste of Myers. I'd like to see that. I don't want a Laurie voiceover. I don't want a Laurie voiceover. I don't like her voiceovers, okay? That's just a personal thing. But wouldn't it be cool if, like, somebody else, like, what if Allison does a voiceover? That'd be kind of interesting. Like, why is Allison doing a voiceover? Maybe surprise. I do want to see maybe just a taste of that weird and different. Just maybe like a single frame that makes you stop and go, whoa, 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 what was that? Where did that come from? I kind of don't want to see any Silver Shamrock stuff. Or as far as like, the masks, the Silver Shamrock masks, I don't really want to see those because we've already seen them twice. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that's cool. Let me ask you guys this, and then we're going to get into that top 5 there. As far as like, nostalgia goes, do you want to see any like references to any of the other Halloween films that have nothing to do with this timeline? That was kind of a thing that always kind of irked me, I guess, because when you step back, when this thing's all done and you step back and you look at it, if you see a bunch of nods to the other movies, it can be kind of like, why that didn't need to be there, Like I said before, a lot of people don't like this trilogy at all. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I would counter, because a lot of people say that they weigh it off of the Rotten Tomatoes score for Halloween Kills, and they say that movie sucked, it deserved its score. Really, there are only 2 Halloween movies that have a good rating on Rotten Tomatoes. That would be Halloween and Halloween 2018. I don't think even H2O has a fresh rating. Most of the movies have a poor rating. Also, comparing this trilogy, all of those other movies are kind of controversial, like debatable. Like there are people that get into fights over especially like the Rob Zombie movies. There are some people that swear by those movies and think they're great. Those were controversial movies when they came out, especially Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That movie made a lot of people angry. H2O. There are people that absolutely adore that movie. It's a fun popcorn slasher. Yes, it is. I can't argue with that. And then there are people that have major, major problems with H2O. Again, it's a highly debated movie in the franchise. So if you think that this current trilogy is anything new in terms of controversy, think again. All right, we're in the same territory that we've been for the last 40 years. Hell, Halloween 3. Everybody freaked out when Halloween 3 came out. There's no Michael Myers. What the hell? Maybe that's part of the allure of this franchise, is because more than any other franchise, it's so debatable with almost every entry. You can't really say that about Friday the 13th. There's only a couple of movies in that franchise that people get into heated drop-down knockout fights about. Maybe Jason Takes Manhattan. Maybe Jason Goes to Hell. But for the most part, they're pretty what I would call safe slasher movies. Everybody loves Jason Lives. Everybody loves The Final Chapter. Everybody loves Hell. Those first 4 movies, everybody loves to death. So not the same story with Halloween, guys. All right, we've been down this road many, many times before. Okay, again, part of the allure of the franchise. All right, so with that down, now I sound like John Cappy. With that down, okay, now let's talk about the 5 reasons why this might be in trouble. Number 1, silence. Can you guys hear that? Or this was us at least now there's starting to be a little bit of a rumbling. But pretty much before today, and we're still kind of in this, there's been nothing. Nothing. I think it's a great thing. I do, but it could be a bad thing. Sometimes when a movie is bad, or when a studio is unsure of the movie and they're kind of scared, they will hold off until the last minute to put out even the trailer. I'm going to give you an example, okay? Resident Evil. The new Resident Evil. If you guys remember, I believe the trailer for that movie dropped pretty shortly before it came out. Now, you might like that movie, but you are in the minority, okay? I apologize. You just are. That movie did not have a welcome reception. A lot of people did not like the Resident Evil movie. And to me, there was a reason why they waited until the last minute to put it out, to put out any kind of marketing. It is very common for really bad movies for studios to wait till the last minute to start marketing it, It does kind of scare me, but I might be overreacting here. I might be overreacting. Frank, I'm going to, as soon as I finish this point, I'm jumping to your super chat, brother. Now, yeah, I might be overreacting right now, okay? Because the reason I say that is because Kills just came out. Doesn't it feel like Kills just came out yesterday? So that's probably the reason. I'm guessing the studio is proud of this movie, okay? I don't think Christopher Nelson would bullshit us. He seems to be happy with this movie. I don't know if he's seen the final edit of it. He might have. I don't know. But yeah, I think the studio is proud of this movie. I could be wrong. I don't know shit. But my gut feeling is that I think they're holding this close to the vest because they're excited, not because they're scared. I mean, I think every studio is a little scared, even if the movie's great, because sometimes you just don't know what to expect. A lot of times you don't know what to expect. But silence does have me a little nervous, and I want you guys to just kind of comment along the way and tell me, does the silence worry you a little bit, or are you excited about the silence? Are you excited that you know nothing? Because I am excited that I know nothing. So jumping into this, I said silence. We talked about that. Next point is fallout from kills. Fallout from kills. When Kills came out, I think it split the fan base. And that's just because the plot itself was so divisive. A lot of people did not like the Evil Dies Tonight shit. You know, that's the elephant in the room. Evil dies tonight. My opinion, Evil Dies Tonight was part of the plot point of the mob being stupid and thinking that they could take down Myers. That was the whole point of Halloween Kills. Also, it's a middle chapter. So when you introduce a little chaos, as the Joker would say, are stupid decisions going to be made? I think so. Are people going to chant stupid shit like Evil Dies Tonight? Maybe. And so that's kind of the mindset I had when I was watching Kills. I was just really into what was going on. I liked the confusion. I liked how everyone underestimated Myers. You know, it was, for me, the movie was firing on all cylinders as far as what it intended to be. A ruthless Myers that was full on, I don't care what David Gordon Green says, supernatural. You know, this was a Myers that harkened back to Halloween 6. And you all know how I feel about Halloween 6. I love that movie. So, but on the flip side of that, a lot of people do not like Halloween Kills. So that puts a really bad taste in your mouth for the final chapter. Am I right, guys? You know, a lot of people are going to be really skeptical. They've been hurt. You know, it's like being in a relationship that went sour. They liked Halloween 2018. Some of them didn't even like that movie. But there's a lot of people that did like Halloween 2018 that saw Kills and were really upset, really hurt. This is not what I wanted. I didn't sign up for this shit. So now my expectations for ends went from here all the way down to here. And I'm going like even lower. I'm trying to go to the bottom of my little square there, but yeah, all the way down. You know? So even if Ends is a great movie to you, you might go into that movie thinking it's not that good because of your expectations. Sometimes expectations can kind of fog your reality and make you think that what you're watching is bad. You know? So I'll make this prediction too. I think a lot of those people that hated Kills might go into this movie and think it's not that good, and then they might come back around to it a couple years down the line, being able to kind of remove that fog of Kills out of their head, and they might watch this movie and they might be like, okay, I think I actually do like Ends now. I was clouded by my hate for Halloween Kills, and it kind of ruined it. So I think my advice to you guys going into this movie is act like Kills in 2018 don't even exist. You know? Try to maybe fill in the gaps of the story before it ends in your own head. And so go into this movie as fresh. And I know that's easier said than done, but I guess what I'm saying is give the movie a chance. You know? Give the movie a chance. Yeah, you got the same team, you got the same director, but it's a very different story. So, yeah, just go in it with an open mind, and I think you'll fare better. I'm going in it kind of inflated because I liked Kills, so I got nowhere to go but down, you know. But I am really excited to see where they go. I like that it's weird and different, you know, and I'm hoping it's a good weird and different. Number 3, and we kind of touched on this, okay? Multiple accounts of being, quote, different, okay? John Carpenter has said that. Christopher Nelson has said that. I believe David Gordon Green has probably said that. I know Jamie Lee Curtis said this is going to piss off a lot of fans. And, you know, a lot of that stuff, it can scare people away. I will even say, I mean, hell, Jamie Lee Curtis said this is going to piss a lot of people off. I haven't heard Jamie Lee Curtis say this movie's going to be amazing yet. And we know Jamie Lee Curtis is like the conductor of the hype train. And we'll probably get that, but wait, she did say at CinemaCon. Let me back up. What did she say at CinemaCon? She said, guys, what was it she said? It's going to fuck you up or something like that. I can't remember. Or did she say that about Kills? I can't even remember. Okay. But these multiple accounts of this movie being different, the word different is kind of scary. It's not, you know, amazing. I didn't hear the word refreshing. I think there's a lot of different adjectives that they can use aside from the word different to get your audience excited about the movie. Different can be a scary word, okay? So does that mean the movie could be bad? Maybe. So that does have me a little bit scared. I'll tell you right now, my stance on that, I'm excited for different. I didn't want them to come out and say, this is going to be, if you like Kills, you're going to love this movie. Nobody said that, okay? I like that this is different. I don't want another Kills. As much as I loved Kills, I don't want another Kills. I want a conclusion to this trilogy. I want an epic conclusion to this trilogy. Also, trilogies, for the most part, don't really have a great track record. Am I right on that, guys? Like, Return of the Jedi, there's some greatness in Return of the Jedi, but I don't like Ewoks, okay? So there's always like a bump in the road with trilogies. Scream 3, okay, guys, it's Scream 3. It's got a cult following. It's nowhere near as good as Scream. Next one, CinemaCon, Michael versus Laurie in the kitchen. Really? Okay, if you're showing exclusive content at CinemaCon, I think you could probably do a little better than CinemaCon, than Michael versus Laurie in the kitchen. We've seen that twice already, actually. We saw that in the first movie, and we saw it in Halloween 2018. The CinemaCon footage that they gave for Halloween 2018 was, I mean, just reading it was epic. Myers freaking going crazy in the bathroom, putting his hand over and dropping teeth. I remember people reading that and going, oh my God, what could this movie be? That is insane. So everybody's excited for Ends. CinemaCon comes along, and I'm reading the footage for the for CinemaCon, and they literally said, it's Michael and Laurie fighting in the kitchen. And I'm like, I mean, if you don't want to give us anything, then just don't give us anything, you know? But if you're going to give us something, make it make it where your reaction is like, holy shit, oh my God, I can't believe this is going to be insane. You know, make me do that. Don't give me something like they're fighting in the kitchen again. Like, seriously. And if you make that the last act of the movie, Jesus fucking Christ. Don't get me wrong, guys. Do I want Michael and Laurie fighting in the last act? Sure. Yeah, that's fine. These are the two main, protagonists, antagonists of the entire run. So yeah, I'm not gonna go crazy if they're fighting at the end. Okay, I do want weird and different, but I'm beating a dead horse. But the last thing I want to see for CinemaCon footage is something I've already seen before, right? It makes no sense. So what was the strategery? Is that a word? What was the strategery of say, hey, let's show them Myers and Laurie fighting in a kitchen? It was a real head scratcher for me, guys, if I'm being honest, okay? Real head scratcher. This is the last movie in a trilogy. Give me something to make me say, holy shit, you know? Okay, last one. David Gordon Green Vision. Some are just not going to like. You know, this does not have the same atmosphere as 1 through 6. That's already on the table. We already know that, right? Looking back on this trilogy, I think it's safe to say that this tonally, direction-wise, is going to be the same boat as the previous 2 movies. That's just David Gordon Green's style of direct. Why wouldn't it be? You know, because when you watch all 3 of these movies together, it's going to feel like one director's vision all the way through. I think one of the things people don't like about this trilogy is that it does feel very different than the first, I'd say, 6 movies. Okay? I'm not saying it feels anything like H2O, but I'm saying those first 6 movies have a similar vibe. I call it like kind of a Carpenter type of vibe, even though Carpenter only directed the first movie. Would you guys agree with that? That those first 6 movies, like them or not, they have sort of a similar tone. I would even say Halloween 2 has one of the coolest vibes of those first 6 movies. And Brandon Tabata, just to give him a shout out, he brought up that check out his channel. I think it's called Brandon Tabata Terror Vision or something like that. But one of his videos, he talks about Halloween 2. He does these quick little 2-minute just observations. And he was talking about there's something different about Halloween 2 tonally. The cinematography of that movie has this almost creepy, eerie feel to it that's even better than the first movie, you know, like cinematography. And I agree with him. There's none of that in this new trilogy. None of that feels like, you know, like Halloween 2. And especially like Halloween 6. I love the atmosphere in Halloween 6. To me, arguably, it has probably the best atmosphere of the entire franchise. You know, that movie just looks glorious. You know, people talk about the blues and everything. You know, Michael coming out of the cellar. The cinematography looks kind of blue, but then you got the fog coming out. Myers looks like cool as fuck. But then you got scenes like where Myers is chasing that guy down the hallway and it's all red and everything. And it looks like something out of like a nightmare. I just love the cinematography. And I think the cinematography in part 6 is so underrated. So underrated. There was really none of that in this new trilogy. Now, on the flip side of that, I'll say the cinematography does look great in this new trilogy, especially in Kills, actually. There's some nice, like, bluish tones in the final act of the movie. It's a beautiful looking movie, don't get me wrong. And nor should it look exactly like, you know, 1 through 6. Okay? But my point here, there are people that are just not going to like this new trilogy. There are people that did not like 2018. They didn't like Kills. And they're probably not going to like Ends. They're probably not going to like Ends, okay? So, I guess that particular point is for that group of people. It's not for everybody. It's just for that group of people that just don't like it. You know? They just don't like it. And that's fine. That's fine. That's one thing that's nice about this franchise, too, is there's something for everybody.